Okay, welcome to another deathmatch. The current champion is this, I was going to say gentleman, but don't really know, do we? The Flesh Stalker. So, from the derelict ship. And in this round I thought we would try something that might actually get past his defence. So we came up with this one, which is the Dark Stone Hydra. So we're going to try the Dark Stone Hydra versus the Flesh Stalker. Quick comparison of the stats. So the Flesh Stalker does have more hits, it's on 27, the Dark Stone Hydra is only on, from there you might be able to see it too, Dark Stone Hydra is only on 15, because we count as just one model, as just one hero effectively. The Dark Stone Hydra, it does however regenerate. The Dark Stone Hydra also has a high enough combat damage that it's going to get through the armour. So it may be that the Hydra can gradually whittle the higher hit points of the Flesh Stalker down. It does very much depend. Very much depends on what comes out of this deck, the Tools of Terror deck. Sometimes it goes in the Flesh Stalker's favour. Sometimes you get things that aren't really so useful. So that's what we're going to do. Dark Stone Hydra is not particularly complicated enemy, so it shouldn't be a particularly complicated fight. So yes, first of all, Tools of Terror. As before, any of them that are just purely sanity damage or corruption, we're just going to remove because they don't really have an effect on this fight. So the first one up is a Ghillie Saw. +1 combat, and while adjacent to the Flesh Stalker, any hero that rolls a 1 causes d6 to that hero, ignoring defense. So the Flesh Stalker's initiative for this turn 1 is 6. So it does go before the Hydra. So the Flesh Stalker comes up and attacks. The Flesh Stalker has its 4 dice. Which is 2 hits. Yeah, 2 hits. It does 3 damage, and the Hydra's defense is 3, so it doesn't actually do anything even though it hits. If we then do the Shadow Shift, so no, should have an extra die, shouldn't we, because of the Ghillie. 6. Okay, so that does its double damage, so it will do 3 to the Hydra. 1, 2, 3. Okay, then Shadow Shifts 3 times. So 1 is there. Oops. 1. 8. And it can't go to 8 because that's where there's no tile. So it doesn't Shadow Shift through the Hydra, but does stay adjacent to it. So Hydra's attack normally has 3, but as it loses hit points at various thresholds, it has different. It basically loses a head, so it has different combat. So at this point, its combat is 2. So it rolls 2 dice. See what it gets. Hits on 3, so that is 2 hits. So we'll deal 2 damage. Ooh, there we go. There you go. There you go. 2 damage to the Flesh Stalker. That was that round. So next round, Flesh Stalker has the Ghillie Saw again. So +1 combat. Initiative is 7, so it goes first. So 5 dice attack on the Hydra. Again, no 6s there, so it doesn't do any damage. Shadow Shift. Can't go to 8. 6. Can go to 6, and that's a swap. So does d6 wounds, ignoring defense and armour. Which reminds me, that is a good point. I do need to do the regenerate, don't I? Where does it regenerate? At the start, so it regenerates d3 because there's only 1 here. So it would have regenerated 1. There we go. Right. So that was that second Shadow Shift, third Shadow Shift. Shadow Shift just moves it to there. There we go. Okay. So it is then the Hydra. I've just got to look. Is at 10 or less. Okay, yeah, I don't know why I'm looking because it's now, yeah, it is now on 10. So it only has the 1 dice combat. It's already been reduced to just 1, which is not a 1. It's a 3. It hits, so it does 1 damage to the Flesh Stalker. Next turn, the Flesh Stalker's tool of terror is Shock Prod. At the end of this turn, attacks all adjacent heroes. If they take a wound, they are stunned. So the Flesh Stalker's initiative is 10, so it goes first. It does its 4 dice attack on the Hydra. And it does inflict wound, it does 6. So, keep forgetting. Regenerate 2. 1, 2, 3. So it does 3 damage. So like that again. And applies stunned. Okay. Yeah. Right. Shadow Shift. 6. 4. Can't go 4. Can't go 4. Okay. So then the Hydra, does it get rid of the stunned? No. Steps up. We are now still 1 dice attack, which misses. Start the next turn, we'll remember to do its regeneration. Regenerates 3. Okay. Tools of Terror for the Flesh Stalker. Slave Pulse. Any hero that starts activation adjacent to Spirit 6 or more, or resist the mind control of Slave Pulse, or lose activation. Okay. So, and the Flesh Stalker is on initiative 8. It goes first. It does a 4 dice attack. A 6 and a 5. So it will do 5 damage, won't it? Because the 5 will do 1 damage because of the stunned, and the 6 will do 4 because of the stunned. So 5 in total. Like that. Okay. Shadow Shift. 2 swaps. Does 5. And it's nearly dead. Next one. 3. Next one. 6. Back to there. Okay, so Spirit 6 or more then for the Hydra. Fails. Hydra misses its activation. Start the next turn. Regenerates. Just the 1. Let's have a look now at Tools of Terror. It is Varisked Blade. So at the end of this move, attacks all adjacent hero. If they take 1 or more, they gain bleeding. Okay. Its initiative is 7. It will go first. Does its 4 dice attack. So that's 2. 2 wounds. Not quite enough to kill it. And then Shadow Shift. Oh no, it gains bleeding, so it's dead. Gains a bleeding token, so it just dies from the bleeding marker. Well, there you go. That was much quicker than last week. So yeah, sorry Hydra, you did some damage, but you just couldn't take it. Hydra couldn't take it, and the winner again is the Flesh Stalker. Is the Flesh Stalker going to outdo the Raptor in terms of number of wins? We shall see. Let's see what we're going to say. If anyone's got any commentary about what they want to face next, feel free to shout that out, and we'll see. But yeah, still with the Flesh Stalker.